This is exercise 14.4. In this exercise, give your answers as fractions in their simplest form where appropriate. Solve these inequalities. When it is the question to solve the inequalities, we mean we need to figure out or we need to work out for the values of the variable. This is what we need to find out. Okay. Solving the inequalities is just like solving equations, except for two cases. That the direction of the inequality reverses in two conditions. One, when we take reciprocal. For example, we know that 2 is lesser than 4. So when we take its reciprocal, we will get 1 by 2 and 1 by 4. The direction of the inequality would get reversed. This is because we know that, uh, for example, this is mm, 2, which is greater than, lesser than, sorry, 4. But when we calculate half, that means half of something like this. And that is obviously greater than quarter. Half is greater than quarter. So this is an example. And then in the second case, where the direction of the inequality reverses, is multiplying or dividing by -1 or a negative number. And its example is, for example, we know that when there is a number line, uh, let me take the examples of -2 and -4. You can see that -4 is lying on the left side of -2 on the number line. So that is why -4 is lesser than -2. And when you just multiply both of these numbers by a negative number or -1, so here is 2 and here is 4. So now multiplying this -4, you get, by a negative number, you get +4. And multiplying -2 by a negative number, -1, for example, you will get 2. So now 2 is lesser than 4, or 4 is greater than 2. So in these two conditions, the direction of the inequality reverses. So when we solve these questions involving inequalities, these are to be solved like this. So here we go. For part A now, 18x is lesser than 36. So shifting this coefficient of x on the right side of the inequality, 36 divided by 18. Now since 18 is a positive number which has been shifted to the right side, so there is no change of the direction of the inequality. So x is lesser than 2. So that is the solution of this inequality. If we need to represent it on the number line, though this is not the requirement of the question, in this case, so this is 0, for example, this is 2. At 0, we would draw a hollow circle. Since this is an open inequality, there is no equal to sign with it. That is why. And then numbers which are lesser than 2 are like this. So this is how it is to be drawn on the number line. Okay. Now for part B, 13x is greater than 39. So x is greater than 39 divided by 13. Shifting this 13 to the other side, it will get divided. So x is greater than 13, 3 is 39. So this is. So drawing it on the number line, if this is 3, for example, so the numbers greater than 3 are the solution, like this. Okay. Um, these part C and D are to be done exactly on the same pattern. Let me do its part E, for example. 4 plus 8C greater than or equal to 20. So first of all, we would shift this 4 to this side. So that will give us 8C greater than or equal to 20 minus 4. Since this is being added into 8C, so when it will be shifted on the right side of the inequality, there will be a change in signs. So 8C is greater than or equal to 16 and C is greater than or equal to 16 divided by 8. Now again, this 8 is a positive number in this case. So when it is being shifted on the right side, there is no change of the direction of the inequality. So C is greater than or equal to 2. Now in this case, this is a closed inequality. So that's why if this is 2 on the number line, we would make a solid circle filled like this, and the values of C are greater than or equal to 2. So this is how it is to be done. Okay. Then these are to be done exactly on the same pattern. Let me do its part F. 1 by 2 x plus 5 lesser than or equal to 2. First of all, we will shift this 2 to the other side. It will get multiplied by 2. That will give us 4. And now we will shift this 5 to the other side. So that will be x less than or equal to 4 minus 5, which is negative 1. So drawing it on the number line, though it is not the requirement of the question, but I'm doing it. We would fill this circle and the values of x are lesser than or equal to negative 1. So this is how it is to be shown on the number line. Okay. Now, in part I, for example, what I'm going to do is that first of all, we will shift this 7 to the other side. That will be 2 minus negative 7. And then I'm going to shift this 3 to the other side. It will get multiplied. So 2 minus 7 is negative 5. And then 3 got shifted to the other side. That is times 3, which is x greater than negative 15. So if this is 0 and this is negative 15, so values of x that are greater than negative 15. So this is how it is to be done. And rest of the parts are just alike. For question number 2 now, for example, I'm solving its part C, for example, z minus 2 divided by 3. First of all, I'm going to shift this 7 to the other side. That will give me 13 plus 7. Then z minus 2 greater than 20. And now shifting this 3 to the other side, that will give me 20 times 3. That is 60. So 60. And then shifting this negative 2 to the right side, that will give me 60 plus 2, that is 62. So the value of z is greater than 62. So on the number line, if this is 62 somewhere, so all the values that are greater than 62. So this is how it is to be shown on the number line. Uh, Same will be the case in part D, and for part E, we would be making their denominators same first of all. So I'm going to multiply this with 3 and this fraction by 2 so that we can have 3r divided by 6 plus 2 divided by 6 lesser than 2. Now the denominators are same, and in the numerator we are having like this, and now shifting this 6 to the other side, that will give us 12, and then shifting this 2 to the right side, that is like this, that is 10, and now divide by 3. So that will give us, for example, r less than 3 whole 1 by 3, depicting it on the number line. So you can just say it 3 whole 1 by 3, and the values of r are lesser than that, like this. So this is how we do these parts of question number 1 and 2. Now, for question number 3, let me solve its part C, this one. Negative 7h would be the same, then plus 5h, because this has been shifted here. Less than or equal to 6 is there, and then I'm shifting this 3 to the other side. That would give me negative 3. Now, negative 7h plus 5h is negative 2h, less than or equal to 3. Now you need to see, to find the value of h, I need to shift this negative 2 to the other side. It will get divided. When I have shifted this negative 2 to the other side of the inequality, so now the direction of the inequality would change. Previously, it was lesser than or equal to, and now it has been changed to greater than or equal to. So now the value of h is greater than or equal to negative 3 by 2, which is 1.5, or negative 1 whole 1 by 2. So this is it. And drawing it on the number line, if this is negative 1 whole 1 by 2, so the value of h includes this value and values greater than that. So this is how this question is to be solved. Okay. Now you see, in this part there was direction of the inequality to be changing its direction. Okay. Because we have shifted this negative number to the other side of the inequality. That's why. Okay. Now let me do its part E, for example. 2y negative 14, then plus 6 less than or equal to 5y plus 5 3s are 15 plus 21. Now shifting this 5y to the left side, 2y negative 5y, and this will give me negative 8, negative 14 plus 6. and then less than or equal to 15 plus 21. Let me solve it. 36. Now solving 2y and negative 5y, that is negative 3y, less than or equal to 36 plus 8, 44. And now 3 negative 3y is here. So shifting this negative 3 to the other side, now you see in this step, I've shifted this negative 3 to the other side. So I will change the direction of this inequality, and that would become like this, greater than or equal to. So simplifying it, you can have the answer to be 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12. So 14 whole 2 by 3, greater than or equal to 14 whole 2 by 3 with a negative sign. Now, this is how it is to be done. On the number line, you can have negative 14 whole 2 by 3, this one, and the values of I are greater than that. So this is how it is to be done. And these two parts we have learned when we need to shift uh, a negative number which is being multiplied or divided by the inequality, the direction of the inequality would reverse. So I'm pretty hopeful that these parts are clear. Let me solve its next part, part F, or part H, for example, this one, 2e plus 1 over 9, 7 minus 6e. 2e plus 1 would be the same. And on the right side, this is the multiplication of positive 9. When I shifted this positive 9 to the right side, there is no change of the direction of the inequality. So 2e plus 1 greater than 63 and minus 54e. Now 2e plus 54e greater than 63 minus 1, 62, and this is 56e. So the value of e is 62. Now I'm shifting this positive 56 to the right side. So there is no change of the direction of the inequality. So we can simplify it. 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16, 2 3s are 6, and 2 1s are 2. 31 divided by 28, or then 1 whole 3 by 28. So in this case, there was no change of the direction of the inequality.